Has all of America, Randall, forgotten about baseball because we're glued to France playing Norway today?
I don't think so. It's still America's favorite pastime. I think with Team USA losing yesterday, it'll bring some more eyes back to it.
Cora out at Boston. It seems to be a real lack of patience here way early in the season. Were you surprised that Mendoza was out at the beleaguered Mets?
Not exactly. I mean, look, they have the largest payroll in baseball. They're over 10 games under 500. And so with that in mind, if you're paying over $300 million.
That's important. They have the largest payroll in baseball.
They do.
Bigger than the Dodgers?
They have a bigger payroll than the Dodgers.
Bigger than Mookie? Do you realize we've never gotten over Mookie going up?
Listen, I hear you, but listen, baseball does not have a salary cap right now. That's what they're getting ready to negotiate in this next collective bargaining negotiations. And so with that in mind, billionaires can pay as much as they want. And when you are fronting a bill that is as big as what Steve Cohen is paying and you're not getting the results you want, there's going to be some changes that are happening.
How about just around Major League Baseball? What's the feeling about the Mets? I mean, they got some players, presumably. I mean,
I think the feeling is that like you can't buy a championship, but at the same time, you look at the Dodgers and you could say, well, what's the difference between the Mets and the Dodgers? And I think it's at the leadership level and the patience level, and it's probably in the locker room as well. And so there's things from the infrastructure that I think need to be torn down and built back up from the top.
But we don't know who's taking over for Mendoza.
Of course not. No, not yet. I'm sure that they will promote someone internally as someone who's going to fill in for the rest of the season.
They said Andy Green, the team's senior VP for player development, but he's just an interim guy.
I think so. There's a possibility at the end of the season that he could be long-term. However, Steve Cohen has a lot of money, and I think he could go and buy a manager that he wants so long as they can right the ship.
All right.
How's the World Cup? I mean, where are you going next? We are so jealous.
We are. So
he was
in this arena when the next one.
Where is Randall going next?
I will be at the England-Panama game on Saturday, which will be my third World Cup match. I skipped out on the 2 this week. Need to get some rest, but that's next for me.
And where's
Who gets your tickets when you skip out?
Oh, it's media tickets. It's media
This
stuff.
question came up.
I'm not paying for all these tickets. I have a very great employer.
Really? Is England diminished because of Scotland? If there wasn't Scotland, would England be better?
England is perfectly fine. They're probably a top 5 team in the World Cup.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to watch it.
Can I ask the question nobody wants to ask?
The Americans.
Sai, can I ask a sensitive question? It's probably deep. What do you think about the way they wiggle around in the field? Somebody steps on somebody, and I'm sitting there at home with a martini. I'm like, get up. If you did that in hockey, if you did that with the Mets, you get the ball under your chin. Bob Gibson would have put the ball under your chin. Why did they do that?
I think it actually hasn't been as bad this World Cup. In the last couple of World Cups, what they do is they flop. They try to draw penalties. They try to draw fouls so that they can get a penalty shot. And so there is a lot of flopping, but it's similar to what we see in basketball.
It started in soccer. Now it's come into basketball because of the international players.
Those guys deserve Oscar performances for their flopping.
There is egregious flopping. But I'm glad the referees in this World Cup, to their credit, have said play on.
They have. And the reason England lost the last game is the guy was whistle happy. It was like field hockey back at prep schools years ago. They were blowing the whistle every 2 seconds, and if the refs let them play, they don't flop like this in the Premier League, do they?
No, not at all. But it's the World Cup and everything's on the line, so they're trying to get an easy shot.